Pronounder, and welcome back to the Austrian Revival, episode number 4 and season number 2. We start with a bag of new signings and full of optimism. Let's go. So let's start with the signings. Philip Sturm was one of those we'd arranged last season, and coming in at 3.4k, he was the biggest spend for us this summer. Considering the money we had available, we couldn't really spend it, and we certainly didn't need to. So he's come in as a very, very good central midfielder, but he's got some competition. Next in through the door was Stefan Hager. We picked him up on a free from FC Kufstein. He's a left-footed centre-back, a 6'2", a physical presence back there, and as you can see, his stats are very good for this level. He is our starting centre-back. Alongside him in the wing is another player we'd already agreed to sign, Wild Donald Guerrera. What a player he is. Stats very good across the board. He's 35, he is aging, he is our starting left-back. He started quite well, 7 games in, 1 assist, 6.91. Not fantastic. Wow, that is the journeyman of all journeymans. Look at those countries, from Azerbaijan to Poland to Cyprus, all the way to Austria. He has had a glittering career, and hopefully he's going to have a good season with us. After that, we bought the star of the show, Omar Rekic, who once had a glittering career, if we can call it that, for Arsenal. Never actually played, went out on loan to Sparta, Young, Wigan, and then Wigan last season. He's played very few games across his career, but we've picked him up as a starting centre-back, good in his right foot, a little bit short to 6'1", but we still increased the height average. Across the back, I really like him. Technically good centre-back. Welcome in, Omar. Then we move up top, and out of the wing, we've got Adil Tawi. Lots of vowels and lots of talent. 7 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, 1 play in the match, 6.91. He's okay. When he turns up, he does very well, but he disappears for some games. Technically lacking, but I do like this boy. Physically, he can get all over the pitch. He's great as a last man, breaking through the back line and getting a goal in behind. I'm waiting for him to improve a little bit more. After that, we brought in Philip Seidel, who is our starting right back, an area that we still need to improve on, but this is certainly an improvement from last season for us. 26, he's average for us. He's a good first team player, but as we're looking forward, I'd like to see a little bit better. He started okay, 7 games, nothing to mention, just a 6.73 average. Yeah, maybe improvement in January. After that, we brought some competition for a defensive midfielder for Claudio Jakob. Fabio Markolic came in with excellent physicals, decent mentals, and okay technicals. He's given him some competition. When he plays, he does very well. And he's only 23 years old with lots of potential to grow into. Very happy with Fabio indeed. Then the flex himself, the boy up top on the right hand side as an inside forward, Zika Skoflex, has come in and done very well, to be fair. 8 games, 2 goals, 2 assists, a 7.09 average, I want to say. Actually, 6.94 there. We look down here, it's a 7.09. Make up your mind, Football Manager. What I know is that he's a good player. He's one of our better players, in fact. Even though it's 3-star rating, I look at his stats and I think he fits this role incredibly well, and he started like a bat out of hell. After that, we bought a very young player, 15-year-old Marco Bauer. And he's got 5-star potential. He's looking really good. I literally just did a search for high determination, and he was one of the better players there. So we've snapped him up. He's not really played as such yet, but we are looking at getting him into the under-21s, getting him some game time there, maybe off the bench for the first team. And I think he could be an absolute star. And then next up is our best signing of the summer. Mohamed Amin Bouchena came in on loan from a decent club, Clermont over in France, League 2. We were in League 1 the season before. He hasn't played for those, but for us, he's going to be our number 1 striker. We lacked it last season, and to a degree, we still lack it now. He's not been outstanding. When he does turn up, he turns up, but he's not doing it every single game. Good finishing, good long shots, decent composure. At this level, I look at Mohamed and I see 20 goals a season. Please do it, mate. Okay, only 2 left, and one of those is a goalkeeper. We needed to get a backup goalkeeper, and Ben came in on loan from Wolfsburg, a massive, massive club. At 18 years old, a Luxembourg international. He will be an outstanding goalkeeper in the future. As of now, he's probably on par with being our best goalkeeper. I don't want to start him because Manuel Kalman is still the club that contracted, so I'd like to play him as much as possible. But Ben is going to be a superstar. He's come in, and then the final sign-in is Leo Vielget. I like this boy for many reasons. He's 6'1", he's decent in the air, heading and jumping at quite high. Physicals are good, but he can play incredibly well as a Mazzala, which is what we're playing, but also up top even, as a backup to the striker. And he's come in as a squad player. He's played one game off the bench, nothing much to write home about. But I'm hoping that as he develops, he's going to be decent. We didn't pay a penny for him. And if we take a look at the finances, you can see we've not really spent any money at all. We still have £683,000 left to spend. We've got a wage budget that we can quite easily manipulate, to be fair. And I can even go that far. We're well in excess. We've still got $500,000 to spend. If you look at the ball profile, you can see all the things that we're kind of working on, or trying to work on at least. The training facilities, they keep knocking back. Coaching course, staff, they're good with that. Set piece coach, I asked just because we had the money there. But in terms of us going and improving facilities, and super importantly, professional status, they are kicking back massively. 36%. Comment down below. What is your average here? Let me know what your board is like, because that seems that they're very keen to say no every single time. And with the money we got, we could do like anything. Let's ask them to build a new stadium. It's not going to happen, is it? But we'll see what comes back. Let's jump into our tactic to show you how they're sitting as the best 11. This is one we've been tweaking and doing a bit of testing, which will be a future video on the channel. This tactic is incredible, but this one is the one we've been using. It's the double Mazzala, and I love it dearly. As a best 11, that's what we're looking at. The midfield is still up for debate. Margulich comes in alongside Esquina, who's been incredible, to be fair. I've really been impressed with how he's played. 7 games, 3 goals, 2 assists, 7.24. What a good player he is. Probably one of our best performers, to be fair. But then behind, Jakob is starting to plummet. We knew it would happen. He's 37. The stats are falling down. We've done okay. We've got a replacement in, which is going to be Margulich, and I'm happy to play him there. But then Philip Sturm, when he comes in, and mainly if you look off the bench is where he's been playing, 1 game, 7 off the bench. He's going to be the eventual starter as we phase Jakob out for Margulich, even the number 44. Do you do that as well? Number 4 for me is the defensive midfielder. Number 44 is his replacement. Obvious. Oh, and one thing, Sorda, mate. No, you're not the starter. We've got Scoflex. He's our boy out there. That's how we're looking as our best 11. If we take a look at the squad and how they're performing so far, you can see that Esquina from the midfield is our top goal scorer so far. And in terms of the best rating, he also ticks that box. Hager at the back has done incredible, to be fair. We are good defensively. Both him and Rekic are rocking a 7 and above, and I'm really happy with that one. And as a league, as you can see up there, we're doing okay. Should we look at some results? Come on. I won't look into the games that we played for pre-season, but it was fun, to say the least. Red Bull Leipzig, god damn them. They beat us 6-0. They are the ultimate enemy, to be fair, because it was those who've come along and destroyed us, because they obviously own Red Bull Salzburg, and that is a rival to us. I didn't even arrange this. It came in, we got destroyed 6-0. One day, my boys, we will beat you. But into the season proper, the Admiral 2 Liga, let's take a look. So we're back in sideline and we're up against ASG Wolfsburg. We did okay against last year, but Bushina in the 40th minute, the first game of the season, gets his first goal of the season. And as we're coming forward, Tawi, the inside forward on one side, comes back to Bushina, cuts it back to him, a lovely 1-2. 68th minute, we're 2-0 up, and finish it off in style. Vidal with the 91st minute penalty to make it 3-0. We looked great, to be fair. 65% possession, great passing, and dominated it, to be fair. They were down to 10 men, admittedly, but let's gloss over that one. And we followed it up with another dominating display, especially from the boys in midfield. A great ball over the top to Bushina in the 4th minute. 2-2 for him. Outstanding start of the season. Margulich goes forward, loses it, but Tawi comes really well. And Margulich here, look at this for some skill. Left-footed ball across. Within 11 minutes, we're 2-0 up, and that continued. The 40th minute, Margulich with a great pass to Guerrea. Esquina, nasty deflection, but we'll take it all day long. 3-0 up here. I'm going to win the league, boys, let's be honest. But then it turns a bit. Nzi gives it to Miskovic with a... never should have got through 10 players there. 3-1, and we had a bit of a break then. But the 71st minute, it was all those. We changed a few things, and Margulich with an absolute beast. 4-1. At this stage, I think, yeah, we're safe. We're not going to lose it. And this beautiful play here, lovely passing through, and Sword who's come on for some fresh legs. 5-1. We're top of the league at this point on goal difference. Absolutely bossing it. And then they get a go. tired legs. That's all I can put it down to. 5-2 in the 90th minute. But even then, there's more goals. Soda does incredibly well on the right-hand side. Gives it to Wiedel. And Sturm, we're getting a lot of goals from distance so far this season. And 6-2, only 8 shots on target. Fantastic. The XG of 1.6, considering where we were shooting from, I can see that. And 6 goals, incredible. And the next game, goals galore again. Within the first half, we were bossing this. Skoflex in 3 minutes puts us 1-0 up against Admiral Vaca Modlin, who were a bit of a bogey team for us last year. 30th minute, great play coming forward. Look at the Mazzala run here. Esquinia, the 1-2 he played. It's such a good role, this tactic. I love it. 36th minute, Bushina puts the ball in, and Hager with a man-mounted of a header, which we didn't have last season, to be fair, the big boys up top. We lost our goalkeeper in this game. He broke his arm, and Kalman came on in the second half and conceded 2 goals within 2 minutes. And the first one was a decent goal, to be fair. This one's just messy. Ebner comes in the back post, so much space, and I got scared. We shut up shop, but we got it. 3-2 winner. And Ben is going to be out for a while, so luckily we've got the 2 goalkeepers that are of a decent standard. But with that, 3-3, and I won't jump into the next 4 because we'll be hours looking at them, but the wheels have kind of fallen off after that early brilliant form. 3 goals, 6 goals, 3 goals. We followed that up with 2 goals in 4 games. I don't know what's happened. The tactic hasn't changed. The boys are still performing well. But luckily for us, the early season form has kept us up in 4th position. One of the best scorers in the league. And let's not forget, we are still a poor team. The season preview has us down in 11th, 33-1. So we are in the conversation with a mid-table finish. As opposed to going down, it's not going to be easy. Look at the teams that actually came down last season. They are incredible. Now, FC Liefering are still one of the better teams, don't get me wrong, that don't count for promotion because they belong to one of the feeder clubs, so they can't go up. But Wolfsburger AC, we've got players such as Wimmer, Nicholas Binder, like we're talking 17s, off the ball 17, jumping to 17, 6'4", at the age of 22. He's worth millions. It's going to be an incredibly tough season. It's a period of growth for us, and looking at the squad, and in particular the age, you'll see that the team is starting to become a lot younger. The 24s, 23s, 22s, all these players, they're going to be here for a couple of years. And that's what I hope anyway, and we'll just improve year in, year out. There is a bit of angst at the moment. Grosjean isn't playing simply because we have better options up top, and as Football Manager loves it, the whole team jump in and they hate me for it. And because of that now, we are losing a bit of team cohesion. Club atmosphere isn't great. But then I look at how we're doing as a club and things are great. But maybe that's why. Gvozja is a highly influential player as a core, and they're all backing him up. I don't know whether just to sell the boy, to be fair, because he is a bit of a thorn in my side at the moment. Comment below, what would you do to this lad? I know he's unhappy about this, but this isn't his complaint. This is another complaint. Off the pitch, we've also improved. As you saw, I've asked for lots more members of staff, so coaching has improved quite a bit. Martin Skirtle's come in, Mustafi's come in. We've got some big names. Mpenza is one of our scouts. It's the best it's going to get at the moment. I'm constantly looking to improve this area because I truly believe it's a big part of Football Manager, but this is where we're at. We are still better than most in terms of average. Goalkeeper training, I'm happy to take on the chin. I'd rather have coaches in different areas in terms of defending, technical, coaching, all that sort of stuff. I don't want to touch the goalkeeper one. With scouts, once again, because we don't have a massive network, we've got money now, but I can't put too much into the scouting network. It's pointless in having too many here. And I do want to maintain a core of Austrian players. And we still have that to a degree, but there are some other nationalities creeping in. And don't forget, with this league, you do get a massive windfall of money coming through for having 12 Austrian players within your squad each game. And we do primarily get that for every game. We've got the nationalities here next to their names. And you can see the starting 11, there's quite a few curveballs. So what I'm doing is I'm filling the bench with Austrians. So we need to keep that going. As we look forward to the season, I'm keen to have a decent cup run. We're up against LCR Altac this season, who I believe are above us. Okay, great. We're getting knocked out. Oh, God, they're a big team. They're worth £8 million. Key players? Who are we talking about? Lucas Jaeger. Yeah, brilliant. And Lincoln is there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so we're not going to have a cup run this season. Forget that. Comment below. Where are we going to finish this season? We're currently 4th. We are doing very well. We're going to zip forward for the next episode to the usual point. probably the one in February, because we'll get these games out the way and I'll clear that sort of mid-season hump. We'll bring in maybe a few new players for the January transfer window, and we'll push on again for the latter end of the season. Again, let me know, are you finding these episodes long enough? Are there any things you particularly want to look at? I'm happy to jump into all the details in the world. Comment down below and let me know. And that's it, episode 4 in the bag, Austrian Revival. I'm optimistic. Let me know down below where you think we'll finish, and I'll catch you next week for episode number 5 and the halfway point of season 2. Take care.